and welcome to the Cranky Old Gamer. Today we're going to be taking a look at a card game that I purchased a while ago, like maybe 6-9 months ago, just never been able to get to the table until I finally did this weekend. And did it live up to the hype? Here's the thing about me. I can give a super positive review about a game that I like and just gush. You guys saw me when I did the unboxing for the others. You saw how much excitement I had. I can give a constructive criticism or even a negative review and just be like, ha, cranky, It's when I'm really lukewarm on a game that I have the most trouble, like, it was okay. It wasn't good, it wasn't bad. And that's kind of where this game fell. And I was kind of disappointed because I really liked the idea. The game, as I'm sure you've guessed from the YouTube title, is Cutthroat Caverns. It's grown-up Munchkin. That's really all it is. The game is based on a concept of supportive backstabbing, I guess is what I'd call it. You want your teammates to survive, because if they die, you're probably going to die too. But you still want to win, so you still want to screw over your teammates. The slogan that the book has here, without teamwork, you will never survive. Without betrayal, you'll never win. Okay. The whole idea of the game is you have a deck of monsters, fairly sizable deck. There's, I think, 30 monsters in here. For each game, you're going to draw 10 at random. And however many players you have that night is how much hit points the monster has. For example, we'll take, this is the Lurker. The Lurker strikes, blah, blah, blah. Hit points, if you have 3 players, he has 120 hit points. If you have 4, 160. All the way up to 6 players has 240 hit points. Now, here's the thing. If your other players die, he still, like, and you, like, encounter him later in the game, he still has the hit points of 6 players. And he's going to get a lot harder to kill, and you may not survive. So you want your fellow players to live all the way through to the last monster. But you want to kill the monster. You want to deal that final blow so that you get the points for it. And what results is a game that's made up almost entirely out of take that and backstabbing, which is okay. I don't mind. You know, I love a good game of Munchkin. I'm not a huge Munchkin fan, but when it gets good, if you get a good game of Munchkin, it can be a lot of fun where you're just pow, 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 back and forth, back and forth. And some people don't like that. I get that. They find it repetitive, stalling. I don't know. I think it's fun. This game, it just felt mean. Let's take a look at the components. I'm not even going to do the look down view. There's not a lot to this game. It's a very small card game. Like I said, you've got your stack of monsters. We'll take a look at some of those. Just kind of randomly. Trap rooms. What is that? Medusa. There's like 30 monsters. The card artwork is fairly nice. I'll move it here so it's not covering up my overlay. Down here you have their hit points. This is their special attack. Beyond that, you have your characters. They all come on this weird, like, curved moon shape. I don't know why. This one kind of stands out, the one I just showed you. Nephidra is like this female Egyptian priestess, which is really cool. I like her. But your other characters are your typical dwarf, thief, fighter, elf, lady fighter. They're really generic. Except this weird Egyptian priestess. Like, where did she come from? And that would be really cool, but all the characters are exactly the same. None of them have any kind of special abilities. Nothing would, other than the artwork, nothing would make you want to play one particular character over another. And that was kind of disappointing. Game has a really odd way of doing initiative. You have initiative cards. And you shuffle and draw. Okay, I'm third in the round. Okay. I don't know why you wouldn't just roll for initiative and go clockwise, but hey, I guess part of that is because the initiative changes from every encounter, and some of the monsters do target specific initiatives. Like the first monster you fight, the game recommends you pick this thing called a Ripper because it's just a basic monster with very few abilities, and it always attacks number 2. Whoever has the number 2 initiative, that is his target, and he is gonna keep going. Then you have your cards. I think there's 94 cards, and they're Munchkin. You've got attacks. You've got, let's see, what do we got here? Attacks. You've got special moves, which are the blue. I keep going over my overlay. You got some special moves like some tactical maneuvers like double strike or slip behind, which you play them. Most of them you play them this turn and they don't do any damage, but next turn you get double damage or you can't be hurt or something like that. And then you have your item cards, which get played immediately and placed next to your character, just like items in Munchkin, and they can be stolen. One thing that I do think is kind of cool is, I'll take a look here. I'll actually move the overlay here. You see how there are numbers on all sides. That's kind of cool. That's how you can halve damage, you can double damage, things like that. And the way that I like that works with some of the items, you have a couple of multi-use potions and you turn it as you use it. Or there are a couple of lasting potions where once you use it, you turn it each turn, and then once it's got a full turn, it's gone, it's done, you're out. So that's pretty cool. I think the biggest problem we ran into was it was really easy. Like, we had no problem fighting any of these monsters. Granted, we played a game of 3. I'm sure that it would get more difficult and more kind of scattered and fun with 6. We played it with 3. It was just the size of the group we had tonight. It was really easy. We were our biggest challenge. Go figure. One person played particularly ruthlessly. I just kind of played straight, and the other person played kind of quietly, like he was just kind of being sneaky towards us, whereas the other guy was just ruthless. We each had our different play styles. The sneaky guy won. Out of the 3 of us, I would say one loved it. The guy who played ruthlessly loved this game. He was like, "Man, I can't wait to play this. We got to play this more. I'm gonna go buy my own copy." The guy who actually won was the sneaky guy, like I said, and he was kind of like, "No, it was all right." And me, I'll play it if somebody asks. If somebody's like, "Hey, can we play Cutthroat Caverns?" Okay. I will probably never be like, "Hey, let's play this." I will probably never suggest this game. And it's not bad. It's not a bad game. It's just, I don't know. There was nothing really exciting about it. There's nothing. It just didn't grab me. It also has this like creature life tracker that we never needed. I get it. I get why it's there. It's because, like, it goes up to 400. And I know some of the monsters go up to 400 when you have 6 players, so maybe this would come in more handy. There's like a whole encounter tracker. We never needed to do that. Rulebook, it wasn't very clear. There were a lot of times, for being such a short rulebook, I mean, this thing's only 5-6 pages long, we had to refer to it a lot. And there are a lot of really awkwardly worded phrases. A lot of things with combat and turn order. For example, it does have a gameplay flowchart, but sometimes in a rule book, I need a why, not just a rule. I need, here's why this rule is in place. Here's how it relates to other rules. One of the problems we had, especially with that Ripper, was, do we draw for initiative every encounter or every round? Because it seemed a bit unfair, especially because there was a couple of different monsters who targeted player 2. And with only 3 of us, one person kept getting 2. And it was like, well, he just keeps attacking the same person until he's dead. That's kind of weird. Again, maybe it's a little better with 6 players. Somebody in the comments, if you've played this before, let me know. Ultimately, I give it a resounding meh. It was okay. I don't recommend you buy it, but it's not, if you're at a game night and somebody wants to play it, I wouldn't say turn it down. It's a good time killer. I'd rather play Munchkin. It's funnier, at least. So, yeah, oh well. You win some, you lose some. They're not all going to be great. All right, guys. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to check out my Instagram, The Cranky Old Gamer. Please, if you like my channel, my Patreon, there's a link at the end. And hey, I don't have to go through my whole spiel anymore because guess what? I have a website, www.thecrankyoldgamer.com. Yes, I have wanted one of these, my own website since I was a video game YouTuber. I was just always too broke to do it. And finally I said, you know what, screw it. This needs to happen. So please check it out, www.thecrankyoldgamer.com. It's mostly my videos here, all collected in one place, but there's also my Instagram feed is on there. You can contact me, leave comments. I leave blog entries, things like that. I'm still getting it kicked off the ground. I'm not sure entirely what all I want to put on there, but I'm pretty excited about it. So check it out. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching. This has been Cutthroat Caverns. See you later.